I don't like being onboarded when starting a new position. As an employee, and maybe as a trainer, I hate sitting through hours, even days, on minute details about the organization, department, and position. Frankly, after the first couple of hours, it's hard to stay focused, let alone interested. My name is Jennifer Mitchell Early. I help individuals and teams achieve organizational and personal success by providing customized training, resources, tips, and tools to help you pursue purpose and accomplish your goals. If you're looking to grow and evolve personally and professionally, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Onboarding is the process of integrating new employees into an organization. It involves familiarizing them with their roles, responsibilities, company culture, and colleagues. This process can include orientation sessions, training programs, and ongoing support to help new hires adjust and become productive members of the team. The terms onboarding and orientation are often used synonymously or interchangeably. However, they serve different purposes in the employee integration process. Orientation is typically a one-time event used to introduce new employees to the company, its culture, policies, and procedures. Orientations include general information such as company history, mission, values, organizational culture, and basic administrative tasks like filling out paperwork, setting up email accounts, etc., and includes all new hires regardless of their specific roles. Whereas onboarding is an extended process that can last several weeks to months. The purpose of onboarding is to help new employees acclimate to their specific roles, understand their responsibilities, and integrate into their teams. It involves role-specific training, ongoing support, mentorship, performance expectations, and feedback mechanisms. Unlike orientation, onboarding is tailored to the individual needs of each new hire, focusing on their specific job functions and team dynamics. In essence, orientation is a component of the broader onboarding process. Orientation provides a general introduction, while onboarding is a comprehensive, personalized journey that ensures new employees are fully integrated and productive in their roles. For this reason, many organizations take an integrated approach to employee orientation and onboarding, offering orientation-related activities at the beginning of the day or program before transitioning into departmentalized onboarding processes or programs. Onboarding is important as it should be designed to help new employees understand their job requirements and expectations, enabling them to contribute more quickly. A well-structured onboarding process can improve employee satisfaction and reduce turnover rates by making new hires feel welcome and supported by providing the necessary tools and information to help new employees feel more confident in their roles, leading to better performance. When done correctly, onboarding helps new hires connect with their colleagues and the company culture, fostering a sense of belonging and engagement. Unfortunately, poor onboarding experiences are prevalent, leaving employees exhausted, overwhelmed, and confused about their roles and expectations. A recent study found that employees who have negative new hire onboarding experiences are twice as likely to look for new opportunities in the near future. Career Builder offers the following 5 reasons why new hires hate onboarding and a few ways to fix them. 1, they have no idea what's going on. All too often, new hires don't have any idea what their first day on the job will look like. Once they sign the offer letter, they're given a time and a place to show up, and that's it. Starting a new job is stressful enough without the added anxiety of not knowing what to expect when you show up. Alleviate some of your new hires' first day jitters by sending them a schedule for their first week ahead of their start date, along with a list of FAQs to address common questions about the company. 2, it's about you, not them. While the main purpose of onboarding is to teach your new employees about the company, that doesn't mean simply giving a few PowerPoint presentations and calling it a day. A good onboarding process should focus on acclimating your new hires to the company and ensuring they feel confident in their new roles. In other words, make it more about them. Use this time to learn about the employee's strengths, how they like to work and receive feedback, what motivates them, and their career goals. This is also an ideal time to set goals and expectations, assign mentors, and discuss learning and development opportunities. The more you personalize the onboarding process, the more engaged your new employees will be and the more value they will get out of it. Reason 3, it feels like a waste of time. Many onboarding programs leave new hires asking themselves, what's the point of this? That's usually because the organization hasn't clearly defined or communicated the purpose of the onboarding process and what they want new hires to get out of it, which only leads to confusion and frustration on both sides. In fact, a recent Career Builder study found that of the 64% of employers who have a structured onboarding process, only 35% go over goals and expectations during this time. And here's the kicker. If employees feel that onboarding is a waste of time, they might be right. More than half of organizations, 55%, don't measure the effectiveness of their onboarding programs, according to research. If you're not measuring results, how do you know your onboarding experience is even worth your new hire's time or your money? 4, there's so much paperwork. Nothing kills a new hire's enthusiasm for the new job like having to fill out a bunch of paperwork on their very first day. Unfortunately, collecting personal information is a necessary part of the onboarding process. However, there is a way to make it a lot less tedious for your new hires and your HR team. With the right onboarding technology, you can send new hires the necessary employment forms, verifications, and benefits and learning materials to fill out and sign electronically before they even start. By using a paperless system, you can get the paperwork out of the way so that you can focus on the engagement part of onboarding. The best part, a paperless system makes your HR team's job easier and mitigates the risk of human error that can happen when managing information manually. 5, it's information overload. While you want new hires to become familiar with your company, services and products, clients and culture as soon as possible, you don't want to overwhelm them with too much information too soon. If you rush the onboarding process, it doesn't enable new hires time to absorb all of the information you're throwing at them. Truly get a sense of the culture and understand or appreciate how their roles contribute to overall company goals. The ideal onboarding process should last weeks or even months, not just a few days or hours. This gives the employee time to get acclimated to the new role, ask questions and get feedback, meet performance goals, and set a solid groundwork for success. As an employee and a trainer who has facilitated onboarding and orientation programs in the past, I can see how these types of events are dreaded by new hires. The day is long and boring. I can remember sitting through presentation after presentation from different department representatives going over the history or hierarchical structure ad nauseum. As a trainer, I understand the information overload and the need to chunk information. Chunking is a technique for organizing information into smaller, more manageable units to make it easier to understand and remember. The worst part is so much time, energy, collaboration, coordination, and scheduling goes into bringing these events together. But employees can't appreciate these efforts because it feels like they're drowning in information. Some information pertinent to their roles and other information not so much. My advice to those of you designing, organizing, or facilitating employee onboarding, Phone a friend. Don't simply rely on generic evaluation forms to tell the tale. Talk to folks inside your organization and outside to see what folks think of their onboarding process. What did they find helpful, useful, or a waste of time? What information or experience do they wish they would have had or have known about or experienced in hindsight? What was the most effective part of the process? What was the most overwhelming? Onboarding is crucial. Beyond the administrative tasks, such as paperwork typically handled by HR, there's role-specific training, such as formal training or shadowing another employee, which I hate, but I had to mention it, and integration with the team, such as formal team introductions and informal social gatherings. This part of onboarding, which is typically handled by the new employee's manager, can help them build relationships, understand team dynamics, and feel a part of the organization. Creating an engaging onboarding process is crucial for setting new employees up for success and ensuring they feel welcome and integrated into the company culture. If you are a new manager, leader, or have been tasked with developing an engaging onboarding process, here are some key steps to consider. Instead of having new hires complete paperwork in person, consider sending pre-onboarding paperwork and forms as a part of a welcome package. In the form of a welcome package with cool company swag like a mug, water bottle, or t-shirt, a personalized welcome letter, and essential information about the first day. As a contracted employee, I often got all of my paperwork and any necessary equipment, for instance, my laptop and other materials such as my company badge, were shipped to me, and my security access was set up before my first day. Sending a welcome packet beforehand gets all of the tedious paperwork out of the way and makes room for a more engaging first day experience. On the first day, greet new employees with a warm welcome and a short tour of the office, hitting the highlights of the most commonly used spaces, or virtual introduction and tour if remote. Nothing's worse than being taken around an exhaustive tour like a group of kindergartners on their first day of school, looking at places and departments that you won't ever have a need to visit, much less remember how to get there. Next, an introduction to the company culture, values, and mission is appropriate. This can include a meeting with key team members and a presentation about the company's history and goals. You want to keep this high level and interesting. Think the forest, not the trees. The key is to have a structured onboarding plan with a clear schedule that details activities for the first week, including training sessions, meetings, and breaks. Many roles involve role-specific training tailored to the employee's specific role, including hands-on activities and shadowing opportunities. This should also be detailed in the onboarding plan. Notice how I keep talking about a plan. Additionally, pairing a new hire with a buddy or mentor who can answer questions and provide guidance will also help the employee acclimate to their new role or department. Onboarding shouldn't be a sink or swim scenario. In other words, don't leave new employees to fend for themselves or figure it out. Be sure to schedule regular check-ins with their manager to discuss progress, address concerns, and provide feedback. This should be a part of the onboarding plan. Finally, please find ways to keep employees engaged throughout the process. This can be done through team building activities to help new hires bond with their colleagues and through using interactive training methods to keep the onboarding process interesting. Don't forget to get the employees themselves involved in crafting an engaging onboarding process. Remember in the beginning, I told you to get feedback and not work in a silo. Encourage new hires and recent new hires to provide feedback on the onboarding process and make improvements based on their suggestions. By focusing on these steps, you can create an onboarding process that not only engages new employees, but also helps them feel valued and prepared to contribute to the company's success. How does this align with your current onboarding practices or onboarding experiences that you've had that were exceptional or exceptionally bad? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it if you found it valuable. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.